What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mash and Drum Whiskey Room, Whiskey Wednesday night. It's a blending kind of night. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about this guy right here, a little bit about our my Bourbon of the Year. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, I released my Top 10 Bourbon of the Year video for 2021. It was an interesting kind of series of events that happened, going through the blind tasting and just completely being blown away that this one, I mean, I knew this was really good, but I guess as it's gotten some airtime and I would put it up against those other two that I had in the top three, Russell's Reserve 13 and that Foregate, this one just friggin' shined. I kept going back to it. It was pretty cool. So, but yeah, tonight what we're going to be doing is, so I polled my patrons, so everybody on Patreon, I said, give me your best 2 bourbon rye blends. So it could be 2 bourbons, a bourbon and a rye, or 2 ryes, but it only can utilize 2 whiskeys. And of course, make them whiskeys that are generally available. Because, again, I think as we get into 2022 here, and you know, the bourbon boom's still happening and stuff's getting harder to find, I feel like it's kind of cool if you can just kind of go to your cabinet and pick out a couple of different bourbons and whiskeys and make something unique that, you know, out of stuff that you already have. It's kind of a way to keep your taste buds interested without having to go wait online for, you know, a new bottle or hunt one down all the time. I know it's not the same as acquiring some new fancy bottle, but at the same time, at least you could have some fun with some different blends with stuff that's available. So I have 8 blends, actually 9. There was a last minute entry, which I'll tell you guys what that one is. But we're going to taste through them and see which one actually ends up being my favorite tonight. I listed them down in the description if you guys want to blend them at home and try them yourself. This way I feel like we could kind of talk about them in the chat a little bit. I'm going to be tasting them blind, but I'm curious to see what you guys get just based on any of the blends that were listed down in the chat, or I should say down in the description of the video. So you guys could go down there below and check it out. But if you're too lazy to do that, I've put them up right here. So these are tonight's blends. Try them with me. We have a 1966, which is Old Forester 1920 and Maker's 46, a Wild 46, which is Maker's 46 and Wild Turkey 101. The Eagle House, as it was called, 75% Eagle Rare, 25% Rittenhouse Rye. The Rare Brrryed, which is half Rare Breed, half Rare Breed Rye. The Hot Corn, OGD 114, and Mellow Corn. The Wild Turkey 202, I don't think I've ever done this blend. I don't know why I haven't done this blend quite yet. 50% 101 and 50% 101 Rye from Wild Turkey. We have a Joseph Roses, which is 50% each of the Four Roses small batch and the Joseph Magnus triple cask, and the Old Grand Cock. I can't take credit for that one. I think that was actually a 80HC whiskey creation, 50% each of Old Grandad and Fighting Cock. And then, excuse me, then the last one that's actually not there that I totally forgot to put in until I realized it about an hour before the show was Woodford Double Oaked and Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. So, and I just did a 50-50 blend with that one. So should be an interesting night to check out these blends and see what they do. I blended all of them except for that last one around 5 o'clock. So they've been sitting here for a little while. The other one, that Jack, I'm just calling it Jacked. It's the Jack blend. That one I blended about an hour ago. So that one has a little bit longer to go. We'll mix these up and I'll see which one comes out as my favorite blend that you guys can do at home. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, let's jump into the chat and see what's going on here. A lot of people were in here pretty early, so thank you for all you guys that were hanging out. We were chatting a little bit before the show. I see Super Dram, Average Drinker, Rick Parker, Roy N is here. Roy N. Yeah, I totally think that the 2021 blew away the 20. I mean, the 2020 was good, but this this brought me back to the 2019, which was my, I think in 2019 was my Bourbon of the Year, the Four Roses. So this is the second time a Four Roses LE has been my Bourbon of the Year. Let's see here. Hey, Scott Pigley's here. Nice to see you on Whiskey Encore last night. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. If you guys haven't checked out Cheech Artolino over at Whiskey Encore, please do give him a subscribe. Big Vic's in the house. What's going on? Brad Willard got himself a Weller 12 today. That's always fun getting in that nice black and gold label. Haley George says hello from snowy northern BC. Oh, British Columbia, Canada. Cheers, eh? Hey, cheers. Love it. All the way from Canada. Man, it must be fucking freezing up there. I'm just saying. When I go visit Scott, you know, he lives in Canada. I'm only kidding. He lives in Wisconsin. I always bust his balls that he lives in that he lives there. Oh, we have a bot alert already. Oh, I see him. Get rid of him. Get him, mods. All right, let's see here. Common Stall says cheers from Ohio. What's going on? OHIO. 202 is great, says Mike Franklin. Okay, well, we're gonna try it. The Drink Pro is definitely screenshotting those blends. I can't try them all now, but look forward to trying later. The Drink Pro, also great channel. Go check him out. Rick Parker, we got a new member of the Drumline. Thank you so much. I'm planning on doing some more content for the Drumline for 2022. So thank you guys so much. 21090's here. He just sent me the lineup for the Bourbon County Stout collection for 2021. Dude, thank you so much. Cannot wait to try that. I want it on his channel, but he sent me a couple others. So I think I'm gonna jump on his channel next week on Tuesday to actually crack a couple of them open and try them, including the Blanton's barrel aged Bourbon County Stout. So I hope it comes with a horsey top. We'll see. What's your opinion on Joseph Magnus triple cask? I see it everywhere, but haven't pulled the trigger. I like it. I mean, if you're into finished bourbons, yeah, it's a little pricey at about $100, but sometimes you can find them on sale. But hey, it's just really good finished MGP. They're great. They're very solid. I'd buy that over Angel's Envy if I'm looking for a finished whiskey any day of the week. Let's see. Swing. Always excited for Wednesday night live stream. Sitting on some Talisker 10. Dude, Talisker. I have a video coming out on a bunch of Talisker. So that's probably going to be after kind of my top 10 video gets enough runtime. I think the Talisker video is going to drop next week. So keep an eye out for that. Let's see here. Jamie Hall with the first super chat, having some Four Roses LE 2021. What a great bottle. Cheers, Jason. Yeah, totally agree. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jamie. Really appreciate that. Dusty Dan's in the house. Definitely give Dusty a watch if you guys have not yet. He has actually a really great top 10 list. You guys can go check that out. You can drop it in the link. Victoria C. How you been, Victoria? Haven't seen you forever. What's going on? Unless you've been lurking in the background, I just haven't seen you. Nice to see you in the chat, Victoria. How you doing? Jason Coates. Yo, what's going on? This sounds fun. Absolutely. And I'm just kind of catching up. A bunch of people jumping in the chat here. Just trying to catch up, guys. All right. 21090. Happy Whiskey Wednesday. Everything Spicy. He just became a Drumline member. Awesome. Everything Spicy, I think possibly next week. He sent me that I don't know how to say that Pacquiao chip challenge. So I think he's going to come on next week and I'm going to eat that friggin' thing and die. And you guys can watch me torture myself live right here on the Mass and Drum. Kenneth Rathburn, video game pisses me off. Coming here for my own sanity and well-being. Kenneth Rathburn, what are you playing? I got the new Halo game, and I refuse to play Halo or any of those games online against 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds that lock themselves in their room and play that shit 24/7. Do you guys remember a game called Gears of War back in the day for Xbox? Back in the day, I know they've had multiple versions of it, but like the first or second one that ever came out, I got hooked on that game. And I started playing online, playing some kids and stuff. And holy crap, some kid was like yelling at me because I kept like sawing people in half. And he got so pissed. And I got so mad at this kid. And he was probably like 7 years old. And I'm like, your parents don't even love you. You're adopted. I said the meanest thing. I said the meanest things to him. I felt so bad. I'm like, I can't play this shit anymore. I'm done. I'm not doing any more online gaming. There's no way. Oh my God. Don't do that shit, Jason, or just don't do it. Then accept to drink any whiskey rest of the night. Yeah, I'll do it at the end of the night. The end of the night. Oh, that's so true. Red Dead Redemption is, yeah, that thing will just suck up your entire life. Yeah, the rage of online gaming is real. It is. I lost it. I had to like put down my controller and like take a breath. My God. Old Man Bourbon, hello from Northern Virginia. I will get you the Catoctin Creek Ride review. Awesome. Looking forward to trying that one, man. Thank you so much. All right. So so the top 10. So to kind of give you guys to kind of round out my top 10 here. So 10, I had the Chattanooga Bottled and Bond Spring Edition bourbon in that one. That was kind of a surprise for me. There might have been some better bourbons I had this year, but man, that thing was so unique, and I kept going back to it and finding more flavors, and that's what really kind of kept me going and why I wanted to put that in the 10 spot. 9 was the Discovery 6 from Bardstown Bourbon Company. Really liked that bourbon a lot. Number 8, I had, I think, Blue Note. No, Blue Note 17 was 7. Yeah, number 8 was, the hell was number 8? Jeez, I'm already forgetting my own list. Number 8 was, Jesus, I don't even freaking remember. That's bad. Anybody remember what I had for number 8? Oh, shit. Let me schedule up the chat here real quick. Let's see. Oh, yes. Congrats to the Georgia Bulldogs. For those of you that are Georgia Bulldog fans, congratulations. Alabama finally went down. If any of you people are Alabama fans, I am sorry. But it was nice to see Georgia win after 40 some odd years. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the Sam Houston 15. That's right. Sam Houston 15 was number 8. 7 was the Blue Note 17. 6 was the Jack Daniels Coy Hill. 5 was the Remus 5. 4, I had the Joseph Magnus Batch 58 Darth Vader batch, which was friggin' ridiculously good. 3 was the Foregate Kelvin Collab 3. 2 was the Russell's 13. And 1, my bourbon of the year, was this one right here. So a lot of people are asking me, oh, how did you come up with that? You know, how'd you come up with that specific list? Well, I'll tell you. So on Patreon, I sat down with all 10 of those bourbons and I did a blind tasting. Doing the bottom 5, I should say, from 10 to number 6, or yeah, 10 to 6 was actually pretty easy to kind of call out. Once I got to the top 5, that got a little tough. I'll tell you this, Remus 5 actually finished a little bit lower than 5, but I actually moved it up because, I mean, you got to give that bourbon points for just the age and the value that's in that bottle. I feel like that should have been bumped up a little bit. Coy Hill probably could have snuck into the top 5 as well, but that thing was really hard to get. And honestly, as delicious as that Coy Hill is, it wasn't the most complex bourbon in the world. It's like, you know, it's a freight train. It's got like those 4, 5, 6 flavors that just smack you in the face. And then the one I have, that 142 proofer, I think drinks really hot. It needs some time to open up. It needs a couple drops of water to really kind of help it along because it drinks like fire. And I don't know. And to me, I shouldn't have to, you know, fuck around with a bourbon so much, you know, before it become like my number 1. So then it got down to my top 3, which was the Foregate, Russell's 13, and this. And I'm telling you guys, I blind tasted these things, those top 3, 4 different days. Actually 5 different days. It was 5 different days. I just like started trying them for like a week. And I kept the first 3 days, I picked 3 different number 1 places in that. I had Four Roses one day, Russell's one day, and then I had the freaking Kelvin collab another day. It was crazy. So, oh, thanks, Rossman Tarver. Appreciate that, man. Hey, Black Bourbon Family's here. What's going on? Mike Myers here. Aiden. Cool. So, raise your drinks up casually. Yeah, I gotta sing that part. Yes, if you guys haven't checked out Jason and Brandy at Black Bourbon Family, please do. Especially if you like cigars. Jason does some really cool cigar pairings with his bourbon reviews. Then today, I think you guys just dropped the next bourbons you got to buy. There was a couple in there I never heard of, so I got to keep my eye out for those. So check out that video too. So 3 days, I had 3 different winners. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is going to happen? But those last 2 days, it came out the way that it did, as you saw today. This number 1, Russell's 13, number 2, and the Foregate number 3. And the Foregate, even though, you know, it got third one of the days, it was just like, I don't know, it just kept. Actually, no, it never got to third place, I don't think. It was always either number 2 or number 1. So this one always was just kind of hanging around. It was always surprising to me. I really thought the Russell's 13 was just going to mow over everybody and I was going to pick it easily. But this bottle eked it out. I just think, and I said in the video, when you have a lot of Russell's 13 not Russell's 13, but when you have a lot of Russell's Reserve store picks like I do, and you tend to drink a lot of them, because there's so many different types of flavor profiles from different warehouses. I mean, you understand my love for turkey. I felt like some of the single barrels I had got close to that Russell's 13. Didn't have the age that the Russell's 13 did, because the Russell's 13 had some, I think, 17 and 18-year-old bourbon in that blend as well. So it was one of those things where, like, man, like even with all that age, I've had some single barrels that can get close to this. And the more I drank it, the more I was realizing it was getting thinner on the palate the more I was drinking it. This, however, turned into it's so creamy and viscous and just sticks to your palate, and the spice on it that just lingers on for days. The balance, Four Roses, you're always going to get great balance from their LEs. Sometimes the LEs are really good. Sometimes they're good, but not like that. The 2020, which I compared it to, I don't think was really near the caliber this 2021 was. And I think it had to do with that OBSQ in there. They also had the OESK that was in the blend to really give it that spice. I mean, crazy. So it was a blind tasting. I didn't know what the hell to do that week. It was, it's a tough job. Someone's got to drink all these fucking good bourbons. Whatever. Hey, Bourbon Wrench is here. What's going on? Richie Z's in the house. Awesome. I think the value for Russell's Reserve single barrel is better than the Russell's Reserve 13. I think there's an argument to be made for that. Totally. Yep. Totally. Hey, Brooklyn 456 is in the house. What's going on, Brooklyn? Let's see here. Okay, just catching up. All right. So yeah, that's basically my recap. Let's shut up and have a drink today here. Thanks you guys for hanging out. We're gonna try some blends. Hopefully you guys are blending with me. Hey, Women of Whiskeys is here in the chat. Please say hello, and you can head on over to them at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right after we're done here. So 2021 Bourbon of the Year. Cheers, guys. Man, I think still holds up. Oh, it's so damn good. Woo! Yo, what's up, Splito? Hey, Hendo's in the house. What's going on, Hendo? Nice to see you, man. As always, Rebecca Page is here. Cheers all. I'm trying 1950 for the first time. I'm going to have to make a bottle. There you go. Everyone get in the blending, get in the blending frame of mind here. Yeah, Sal Pecchio. Poor you. Exactly. Poor me. No one feels bad. I got to try these 3 great bourbons. Jesus. Let's see here. Better than the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. Lies. That's the difference between special edition and small batch Four Roses. Yeah. A lot older whiskey is in here. Like much older. You're looking at 16. There's 2 16s in here, a 14, and I think a 12. And Brent Elliott uses his mastery to blend those 4 together to make this. So the ages on the bourbons are a lot higher than in the regular offerings. Just got my Stellum Black Rye open fire. Dude, Crit, how good is the Stellum Black Rye? It's good. I've got a couple of questions about the Stellum Black Label. Like, why would they bring out the bourbon? Doesn't it kind of go against their regular barrel bourbon releases? And I totally agree with that. I think the Black Label Rye is where the differentiator is for the Stellums, because yeah, I mean Barrel Bourbon does release some ryes, but I think the rye that's in that Black Label is delicious. It's I think again, if you're gonna upcharge it, if you're a rye fan, go for that one. All right. So I have a little mystery blend that I put here that I made, and I'll let you guys know what's in here a little bit later. I all I'm saying is I named it Toast and Jam. I named it Toast and Jam, and we'll see how this ends up being in the as we go along here. This blend here was actually submitted by Roy N. I was going to kind of start off just mixing this. So this is a blend of Eagle Rare and Weller 107, which is a blend I've never tried before. So let's try this for the first one, and then we're going to get into these. So let's see that. This man hates Buffalo Trace. Yeah, I wouldn't say I didn't include this in the blend because Weller in the blind because 107 Weller 107 is pretty hard to get for a lot of people. Even Eagle Rare is hard to get now, you know, as a matter of fact. I like that blend. You get all the grape and the cherry from the Eagle Rare and the oak, and you get that nice little like burst of like floral spice from the 107. It's a nice blend, Ron. Roy. Man, that is some easy sipping between the Weeder and the low proof Eagle Rare. My goodness, that is super crushable. I'll tell you that much. Penelope and Backbone, both M&D picks. The Penelope is wrong. The Backbone is right. Let's see here. Master and Drum, if you had asked for a 3-bottle blend already, I had one to send. I used it to my house blend and sent a sample of it along with Donuts person who won it. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. So this was the other big question I got. I'm surprised your King of Kentucky didn't make your top 10 list. The reason why I didn't put King of Kentucky in there, because bourbon is already hard enough to find. And honestly, you know, most of the lists that you get from the whiskey tubers, you know, for the most part, you know, a lot of those bourbons and whiskeys are hard to get for a lot of people, especially if you don't know where to look or you know, don't have a great selection by you, you know, depending on where you live. Now, granted, a lot of my, you know, you can't just walk in and get that Four Roses limited edition anywhere, and probably most of the other bourbons that are on my list. But the King of Kentucky is like in another level of I can't get this shit. Like at least Four Roses, if you really, really want it, there are stores that have that. Yes, it's upcharged to probably $400, but at least you could find it. It's like visible on a shelf, and you could see like some stores actually have it. The King of Kentucky, you very rarely see anywhere. Remember, it's only available in 3 states. It's a $250 bottle that's normally upcharged over $1,000. I just felt like putting that bottle on a top, you know, was a little. I mean, King of Kentucky is rarer than the BTAC lineup. Even BTAC has more bottles than King of Kentucky does. So I wasn't going to really put that on the. Yes, if I included it, it probably would have been my bourbon of the year. But I mean, it's insane to think, you know, to try to get that bottle. I mean, I had to jump through hoops to try to find one, and I still overpaid for it, but I always wanted one, and that was it. I don't think I'll ever do it again, but that's kind of the way it went. And I got a lot of questions about that, but I just wasn't gonna put that on the list, honestly. Let's see here. Hey, Donald Rancis here. What's going on? Be cool if Jack Daniels released a King of Tennessee. That'd be pretty badass. I like that idea. DC, you should fucking write that in, man. See if they'll do it. Exactly. King of Kentucky is unattainable for 90% of whiskey enthusiasts. I mean, it released here in Ohio as a lottery item, but they didn't have many bottles of it. So, Landlord, did you get to try the new Orphan Barrel Muckety Muck single grain? I personally loved it. I don't know, man. I don't get into those orphan barrels for like 200, 250 bucks. I mean, those are like try before I buys. You know, I don't. I like to get a sample of that before I pull the trigger on something that expensive, especially because usually they're at a lower proof. They're watered down for more bottles. I get it. Might as well put OFC on your list of yeah, exactly. Yeah, totally get it. Mark Emenecker, I like the ideas on your blend list. Too bad I killed my Maker's 46. I only can make Eagle House. It's mixed and ready to try. What's your bourbon of the year for shelf picks? Like as far as like bourbon available on the shelf. Well, I have that video coming out in a couple weeks. But man, I mean, one of the big surprises. I mean, last year my number one was Rare Breed. I think Rare Breed ended up being my number one, just as a shelfer to get every day. I mean, you have 12-year-old whiskey in that for $45. I had Remus, I think, on there for an MGP. I had the Chattanooga. I think Cooper's Craft was on it. Cooper's Craft is probably my number one shelfer right now. The problem is just it's not everywhere just yet. So, all right, well, let's grab a couple of these. What other shelfers that I really enjoy this year? I kind of rediscovered Maker's Mark this year, I think a little bit too. Maker's 46 Cask Strength, really enjoyed that one. That kind of sits on the shelf in a lot of places for whatever reason. Yeah, I was digging Maker's 46 this year. Other shelfers. Oh yeah, the Evan Williams 1783, the new one. Love that bourbon, especially for like, 20, 25 bucks. I mean, that thing was a steal. And, they upped the proof a little bit. It's got some nice older whiskey in there. I mean, can't go wrong with that. All right, so I'm going to blind some of these blends. I'll start off with these 5 here. And let's see what wins out. So I'm just getting into bourbon in the enthusiast sense, and there's a good local store here with 46 Cask Strength, and both the limited releases marked down to $42.99. Damn, dude. Grab that 46 Cask Strength all day long. Yeah, so the word on Disco 7, I heard it's a bottling now. So yeah, it's a funky blend, the Discovery 7. Actually, I could tell you exactly what it's in because a buddy of mine just posted it in my Discord just today, which was interesting. See where he posted that label. So it's I believe there's Indiana, Tennessee, Kentucky. I think there's Canadian whiskey in it. I think it's like Canadian. I think it's basically like corn whiskey, maybe even light whiskey. I'm trying to remember what what was in that blend, but damn, where the hell did he put? Oh, here it is. Okay, Discovery Series 7. So we have a 12-year Kentucky bourbon, 31%. 12-year Kentucky bourbon, 25%. And Ontario, so Ontario, Canada, a 12-year 100% corn whiskey. That's 21% of the blend. 15% of the 7-year Indiana, so that MGP 7-year Indiana. It's a very high rye though, 51% rye, 51%. So that's actually a rye whiskey then. Yeah, it's a rye whiskey. So it's the Indiana 51% rye whiskey, 45% corn and 4% malted barley. And then lastly, again, back with that 17-year-old Tennessee whiskey, 8% of that is in the blend. So you have 5 different whiskeys in the blend. 2 of them are from Kentucky, 1 from Canada, 1 from Indiana, and 1 from Tennessee. The Indiana is a rye. So you got some crazy, I don't know what to expect from that blend. Speaking of blending, but that should be pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to seek out a bottle just because I'm curious at how that could taste. But who knows? They do magical things over at Bardstown Bourbon Company. So, yeah, definitely a hell of a blend. They forgot the kitchen sink. Justin J. Yeah, they needed. Yeah, I agree, Will. They probably needed some more spice to balance out all that sweet corn, especially if they're going to put a 100% corn whiskey in there. ADHD, what's up? What up, playa? Cheers, everyone. The man, the myth, the legend himself, ADHD whiskey. ADHD, I got one of your blends in here tonight that we're going to be trying. It's right there. Wait, let me unclick that. There it is at the bottom of the list. The Old Grand Cock. 50% each, Old Granddad and Fighting Cock. Yes, Old Granddad 114 to be exact, and Fighting Cock. So these are the blends that are in the mix tonight. So if you guys have any of these at home, let me know in the chat which one you blended, what you're trying. Let's talk about these blends. I don't know why, but I've never blended the rare breed like that. The Brrryed, the rare breed Brrryed, half and half rare breed and rare breed rye. So that's in the mix too. I'm really curious about that hot corn, OGD 114 and mellow corn together. We'll see how that goes. Wild Turkey 202, I think, is really interesting too. Again, so these are going to be different than, we talk a lot about the 1915 and how good that is. The Old Forester 1910 and 1920 blend. I've been talking a lot about these two blended together. The Maker's FAE 1 and 2 to make the 1.5. This is a fantastic blend, but these aren't like the easiest to get. You can't just like walk in a store and grab these. So, but I found it interesting. There was an interesting trend that I saw when I was kind of asking people for blends. I got a lot of people blending with Wild Turkey. Got a couple Four Roses. A lot of people wanted to blend with Heaven Hill. Not a lot of like Jim Beam blends that I got. So we're sticking with those, and let's see what we get. Let's see here. The world's first world's top whiskey taster. The one and only. Yeah, the two Wild Turkey Brrryed seem exciting. Yeah, we're going to try those. We'll see how we do. Hey, Rob Shields is here. I'm drinking 1915. I'm impressed. Yeah, I'm telling you. I'll tell you, when it comes to blends, if you find, I always start 50-50. I mean, a lot of people ask me, how do I blend whiskey? I always start 50-50 first. Even like for Mash and Journey Club, when we do our own blend, when we get a chance to do our own blend, we always start equal parts, and then we kind of adjust from there. Whether we want more spice, whether we want it to be more sweet, we want more balance. It kind of works out back and forth. The hardest blend we ever did was the Maker's Mark one. We blended like, like 8 different ones before we found one. Thunder Dan is here. Just got a bottle of the Ferran and friend picked up for me, and an EC. Oh, you got an Elijah Craig Pirate bottle too. That's true, man. Thunder Dan's got some good bottles in the hunt. There you go, man. All right, so let's try some of these. Like I said, these have been sitting since around 5 o'clock. And again, the one blend that's not on the list that I didn't include in here, that I did include, is the half and half Jack Daniel's single barrel proof with Woodford double oaked. So let's see what comes out on top here. And you guys, please let me know in the chat what a blend you're trying, what you're working with over there, and how it's coming out. Let's see what we got in this one here. Ooh, this one's got a lot of proof to it, I think. It smells proofy. Let's see here. Love the 50-50 blend. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof and Elijah Craig Toasted. That's a cool one. I got to try that one. There were a couple blends I think came through with the Toasted, but I'll have to try those on the side because Toasted's not like readily available. Let's see here. A little bit of nuttiness, like spicy nuttiness. Spicy nut. There's a spicy nut over here in the glass. Is proofy a word? It is now. It is now, Sally boy. All right, here we go. Oh, man, that's a spicy meatball right there. A lot of spice, a lot of nuttiness. Very sweet, though, too. This one's kind of like reverse. Like, I'm wondering if this is one of the Brrryes because it hits you with all the spice first, and then you get the sweet. Usually, it's reversed. So I'm getting all the spice up front and then the sweet on the back end. When you blend, how much are you using? Ounces. So I do about 1 ounce. If it's only 2 whiskeys, I'll do 1 ounce. If I'm doing multiple whiskeys, I do a ½ ounce. So like 3 or more, I'm doing ½ ounce pours to do the blends. But for these, given that they were only 2, I did 1 ounce of each just to kind of let it mingle and see what happens. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Master John, have you had a Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye? No, but I've heard a lot of good things about the Hard Truth whiskeys. I heard they're really good. Can't say I've seen one yet, though. I have 4 different batches of Sam Houston, all different but delicious. Blended all 4, very good. Well, that's a cool idea. They have multiples of those. Oh, this smells awesome. Ooh. I don't know what's in here, but this is pretty dark too compared to the other ones, I think. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. This is like warm and fruity and tons of cinnamon. A lot of custard. This is sweet. This is good. Kenneth Rathburn should have done an underrated JD Brrryed 50-50 JD single barrel and single barrel rye. That might be a good one to try. I mean, those are generally available too. 50-50. He's got the Wild Turkey 202 in his Glen, says Cheech. I can't wait to kind of check that out and see how it fares here. Blind whiskey reviews. Holy shit. John, is that you? Are you back? Where's John been? John, don't run away yet. Holy shit. What's going on, man? Jamie Hall, I'm liking OGD 14 plus mellow corn. Okay. So that's the hot corn. That's the hot corn blend. I'm in Cali. It is difficult, but possible. Ma, meatloaf. Ma. I blended Rare Breed 50-50 in the OGD 114/mellow corn. Okay, so Karen did those 2 blends. All right. Oh, this one smells awesome. Let's try it. Ooh, that's kind of a wild ride on that one. It starts off like real sweet, kind of corn forward, and then it gets all like sweet and spicy. I don't know why. It's giving me like a tangy, like a barbecue sauce vibe on this. It's not like smoky, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. That's really good, whatever that one is. I like it definitely over the first one here. Rob Shields, my blend is Maker's 46 cask strength and 4 roses single barrel select 50-50. I call it 46 roses. Oh, I like that one, Rob. We have a similar one here. Well, we have the Joseph roses, which is a Joseph Magnus, and the 4 roses small batch select. What can you blend with Malort? Nothing. Oh shit. I picked up Michter's Toasted Barrel Strength Rye this year. Nothing special, but it was a unicorn for me. Yeah, that's it. Listen. I've said this before. I love toasted ryes over toasted bourbons. I just think rye, for whatever reason, works better with a toast over a bourbon. Eric Thompson is blending what Obtanium with Coy Hill? Going to call it Amnesia. Oh my God. Dude, if you do that, just be careful. Dickel, Tabasco, and Malort. We can make that happen tonight. You know what? We're going to do that. Remind me to do that at the end because I said I was going to do it. Wait, do I still have my... All right, I still have Malort, and I still have the Dick Burns single barrel brought to you by DC right over there. I'm going to blend that shit and see how it tastes. And that's what I'm going to end the night with. You guys don't let me sign off tonight without doing that blend. It's going to be fucking awful, but we'll see. Maybe the Tabasco helps the Malort. Maybe the Malort goes well with the Tabasco. You never know until you blend it. I'm just saying. Is that a barrelwood watch? Yes, this is a barrelwood watch. Jason, you should try the Russell's 1650-50 and Russell's 10 and Russell's 6-year rye. Oh, damn, dude. Malort and Blue Run called the Blue Runs. Oh, I like that. Rossman. Rossman Tarver just won the chat so far. He's in the lead tonight. Look at this cannoli. Hey, what's going on, Scotty? I was just talking to one of your neighbors up in Canada. Yeah, how you doing, man? How you doing, bud? Please don't make Dickel Tabasco Malort happen. Cream of fighting cock. Do it. So King of Kentucky and Cream of Kentucky? That's what you want? Oh my God. I don't know if I should do that. Oh my God. Dang, with the Blue Run shade. Hey, what's up, Cam from Drums and Drams? What's going on, man? Nice to see you. Guys, you can subscribe to Cam over at Drums and Drams as well. Has a great channel. That Dick Burn some bitch is a hitter. Oh, and fighting cock. Okay, cream of Kentucky fight. That I could do. Third each of Cream of Kentucky fighting cock and King of Kentucky. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's go to the third one here. Both rare breeds is interesting, says Jamie Hall. He's still thinking it out. Oh, this one smells sweet. This one is just vanilla pudding. Vanilla pudding, vanilla frosting, creamy, a little spicy. I'm wondering if there's some turkey in this blend. Reminds me a little bit of turkey. Let's see what we got. That's really good. I think one just got eliminated. One is good, but 2 and 3 are really good compared to 1. This number 3 is delicious. Woo! How much better 1966 and Wild 46 would be with the 46 cast strength. See, I was going to grab the cast strength, Halden. That's a good call out, but I just went with the regular. But if that one ends up faring pretty well, I might switch it with the 46, the cast strength, and see how that works. Rob Shields says 46 roses is money. There you go. 46 roses is money. All right, got to try that one. All right, let's go to number 4 here. Oh, you talk about smoky. This one has a smokiness to it. This one I just get all barrel char on this one. These are all ending up like being really different so far, which is kind of cool for, you know, when you're talking about these 2 whiskey blends. So really quick, tomorrow night, back here tomorrow night, 8:00 p.m. For those of you in the Mask and Journey Whiskey Club, or if you're thinking about being in the Mask and Journey Whiskey Club, tomorrow night, we are picking ASW Distillery out of Georgia. Scott and I, along with Whit Hagman and good friend of the show, William Wiley, fellow patron, who's an ASW just super fan. We're going to be picking our own Duality Double Malt for the Mask and Journey Whiskey Club. We are super excited to do this pick with ASW. If you guys haven't had any ASW and you haven't yet, this is a great opportunity, especially if you're in the Mask and Journey Whiskey Club, to try it out. This stuff is like drinking chocolate and like chocolate-covered coffee beans. It's malty, it's rich, it's cast strength. They are freaking delicious. We have 4 samples we're choosing from. One of them is like as dark as night. And I don't know what's going on in that cask, but I cannot wait to try it. So we're going to be picking our own cast strength ASW Duality Double Malt tomorrow right here on the Mash and Drum for the Mash and Journey Whiskey Club. So, yeah. Oh, there's William Wiley. He says he can't wait. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So we cannot wait to pick that tomorrow night. All right, so back to number 4 here. Yeah, get a little bit of smoke. Man, the color on this is pretty dark too. All right, let's try this one. That one has some punch to it. Definitely the highest proof one I think we've had. I wonder if that's the Jacked, because it's got like the smoke that I think I'm picking up in the from the double oaked. Maybe getting a little bit of that banana. This is like, oh my God. That's pretty good. If that's what it is, that's a nice blend too. Man, these 3 are kind of bringing it right now. Hey, Top Shelf Dustin is here. What's going on, man? Top Shelf Dustin, are there any Springbank 25s laying around anymore, or did you buy them all? A&W bourbon with free corn dog. That's actually a good idea for a label, man. DC. Yeah, that might be a good one. Duality Slipknot. Yeah, that's actually a good call out. Duality Slipknot. Bourbon mixes whiskey with his face. That's true. I've seen his beard. Let's see. OF 1920 and Remus Castrang call it the 18th Amendment. Oh, dude. That's cool. That's a cool name. I like that. Master Drum, I bought 1/3 of Kentucky in application from the distributor. Very nice. Very nice. Please explain why everyone is so crazy on Old Weller Antique on secondary. Because generally, Weller Antique is, I don't know. I guess it's the, if you look at the lineup of Weller, the Weller Antique is probably the best value. If you look at Weller Full Proof and how much more that is in price, especially when it's marked up, it's only 7 proof points higher than Antique. And generally, the Weller Full Proofs that I've had, they've been good, but I don't think they're, $300 or $400 better than what you get with the Antique. Special Reserve seems to be a little bit under proof for whiskey enthusiasts. And Weller 12 is kind of unobtainium for most people. Weller Full Proof is. And then you have the CYPB and the single barrel, which are even more unobtainium. So you kind of factor that all in. Weller 107 is kind of the one really good obtainable one that people like to trade because it's not very obtainable in most states. Obviously, Ohio, you could find it because, we're the land of Weller, as everyone calls it. When it comes to Special Reserve and Weller Antique, you could find that in Ohio. So, yeah, and Texas too. Texas has Old Weller Antique as well. That's a good call out. The colors on all the blends are dark. Yeah, they got some dark colors in here. Man, I'm really digging this third one, I think. I got to try this last one. Jamie Hall says, okay, it's time joining Patreon tonight after the stream. Thanks, Jamie. Let's see here. Let's see. Stephen Kramer's drinking 2/3 Highland Park Cask Strength and 1/3 Dalmore. Damn, dude. Stephen Kemper, dude, that's an expensive blend right there. I got to try a Highland Park Cask Strength. I think the last one I tried was actually with Top Shelf Dustin. Jason, what is your birthday month? July. July is my birthday month. Hey, Elsa Murillo is here. How you doing, Elsa? Nice to see you. Is it cliche to break out poor man's Pappy right now? Well, if you have Weller 12 and Weller Antique, why not? Stag Jr. and Blanton's Blang Jr. Antique 107 was a secret bottle of good stuff for the money. Those days are going away. Yeah, I agree. You just can't really find them anymore, unfortunately. Pop 'em, don't watch 'em is here. Blend all 5 little books. Call it a novel. Oh, shit. Pop 'em, don't watch 'em with the ideas. That was good. Guys, if no one's watching, Pop 'em, Don't Watch 'em's Bourbon of the Year bracket. You have to do that. His bracket tastings have been pretty epic. Cheech or any of the other mods, please, you can drop that in the chat as well. Weller 107 is great. The rest I'll pass hard. Yeah, I mean, listen, there are people that don't like Weller 107, and I could see why. It does come off a little bit floral for some people. You know, maybe Weller Full Proof kind of fits that bill for them, but you know, overall, when you talk to most people, I'm not saying all people that are whiskey enthusiasts, 107 seems to be a nice sweet spot. Because even though you have to overpay for it sometimes to get it, you're not paying like hundreds and hundreds of dollars like you're paying to get CYPB or single barrel. So, all right, last one here. What is that smell I'm getting? This one's very corny. This is like buttered popcorn in the glass. A little bit of spice too. Doing the FA1 and FA2 blend you mentioned a little bit. How long do you suggest that before you try it? I don't know. Give it a good 15 minutes to blend before you try it. I would swirl around the glass, maybe try to accelerate the process a little bit. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Busey? Cheers, Jason. Fighting the crud and a fever. But wanted to stop in and say hey. Well, I hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you're staying healthy, and I hope you're taking care of that beard. And dude, just when you say crud, does that mean COVID? Do you have the COVID? Because if you do, dude, take care of yourself, man. Hope you're feeling okay. Nice to see you, though. Thanks for stopping in, Buse. That's Jason Busey, absolute legend. He's going to be helping us at one of our picks this upcoming year, too. So can't wait to finally meet you in person, man. But please take care of yourself, bud. Sal Pecchio, great top 10 today. Have yet to find a Four Roses LE. It's been hiding from me. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. Yep. 1.5 Sal. Thank you, Jason. Absolutely, man. That's the hot corn. It might be the hot corn. Let's give this one a go. This one is an absolute orange bomb. It's a citrus bomb on the palate. If you like orange, that's delicious. You know, I gotta make some notes here because I want to make sure that I remember what these taste like for you guys. So, man. So this 5 is an absolute orange bomb. 4 is the smoky banana. 3 is like creme brulee in a glass. Oh, man. I like that one a lot. It's very sweet. 2 is really good, too. Two has a little bit of like a bitterness on the back end, but it's nice and fruity, spicy. Might be the most complex out of all of them. And 1 was the spicy nut. Yeah, 1's the spicy nut. All right. So I'll go, let me put these here. I'm going to keep them in kind of that order. And then I'm going to go to the last 4 here. Mix these around and then see how these 4 fare. All right. Just did the 1920 Makers 46. I used the cast rank, didn't have the regular, and it's great on the palate. I would have never thought of it. There you go. Try that one. Anyone else read 1960 thinking that Jason is mixing Dusties to flex on us? Yeah, no, not that one. I think the 3 is the 1966. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. I need some water here. Oh, we got some more bots. Yeah, get them out. Wonder if that's the Brrryed. I got a lot of orange on a Redwood Empire Brrryed. I don't know, man, but that That last one, that number 5 is a complete orange. I mean, it turned into a complete citrus bomb. Let me move these over. That's an interesting blend. Talisker and Seagrass. Do you guys see they announced the Seagrass, the 15-year Seagrass? I have a sample of it right here. This is the 16-year-old Seagrass. This is a sample of it. I mean, if this I mean, the age on this thing is crazy, and it's already oh, holy crap. I'm just the Seagrass was my rye of the year, and that thing right there just takes the flavors up to another level. It's like more funky, and I feel like I'm getting more of like that sea spray, like salt water taffy type of flavor profile with that one over the regular one. The regular one comes off a lot sweeter, more candy-like to me, whereas that one you're getting it definitely like reminds you of like a Seagrass. It's very like coastal and salty and sweet at the same time. I think that higher aged whiskey in there really kind of brings that out. That thing's crazy. If I see a barrel Seagrass, that gray label, I'm probably going to get it because Seagrass is just too damn good. I like 1910 with JD Okay, that's a cool blend. J don't flex. 15-year Seagrass. Yeah, yep. I'm all over that. Yeah, DC. Yeah, I mean, if anybody has, if I don't think I'll see this in Ohio, so if anybody watching in the chat sees that bottle, email me at themashanddrum@gmail.com. I would love to grab one of those. Yeah, Seagrass 16. Holy crap, Batman, says Kimberly McKinney. Yeah, it's totally Willy Wonka rye. I totally agree. 16 Seagrass should be called Kraken Grass. 119 in Washington, and then at 23% tax. Damn, dude. That's not super at all, Super Dram. That sucks. All right. We'll call this number 6, 7, 8, and 9. Let's see what we get. So this one, pretty light. Talking about floral before. There's a little bit of floral component to this. Still pretty sweet. This one has a good punch of ethanol in it, getting a lot of alcohol here. Let's try it. Oh, I can pre-order that shit? Oh, I'm on it. I'm doing that tonight. This one's good, but it's light. There's not like a ton of proof to it. It smelled more like I thought it was going to be a high proof, but it's not. Ooh. That one's kind of orangey too, but more cinnamon and orange. Man, I am digging the last two. Number 6, that is an orange sickle, orange and vanilla. This is like orange and cinnamon, like ham, like a ham hock. Good old Scott with his ham hocks. Where's Scott trying to sneak into Canada? There it is. Look at Scotty trying to get into Canada. I am the gatekeeper. He can't get in. He's got his ham hocks in his hand. And he's got a barrel with Butterfinger on the top, along with Malort and some Dickel. There you go. Nobody likes to see that. Oh my God, that's frightening. But you know, oh shit. That's right, guys. If you have not yet, please hit the like button. Appreciate it. $250 for a pre-order. All right, well, I could do that for a 16-year-old Seagrass. I might do that. Oh, red spot and yellow spot for a blend. Okay. This is nice. This actually might be the most like balanced that I've had so far because it's not swinging one way or the other. It's not like swinging towards too spicy, too sweet. It's kind of right in the middle. It's a really nice little balance of flavors. So I'm just going to call this the balance blend. It's got a little bit of everything there. Those high heels, though. All right, let's go to number 2 here, or I should say number 7. Oh, 7. Oh, 7 is like maple syrup and waffles, baby. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I'm digging 7. 7, at least on the nose, it smells really good. That's my moose. I wasn't the biggest JD10 fan, so I will definitely try this blend. Thanks. Can I post order Chateau de Labaud on someone's website? Yeah, we're not going to see that Chateau de Labaud anymore. Especially, well, we might see it again, but it's not going to be with 12-year-old MGP. That's for sure. I'm still trying to find a way to blend rhetoric into a higher proof bourbon and keep the old whiskey while adding some proof and body. So far, all failures. That's tough, Dustin, because you're trying to, because you're trying to proof up. You're trying to proof up from there. Oh man, that's tough. You're trying to proof up an old rhetoric to get to a higher proof, but keep the oakiness. So I could see how that would be tough. You need to like consult like Nancy Fraley or something for that shit, Dustin. That's tough. Yeah, Kenneth Rathburn. I totally feel you on that blend. That is my committee release right there. Ardbeg Ugadal and Korvyekin together. That's right there with you, man. All right, so this is like maple syrup and waffles on the nose. Let's give it a go. Not as interesting on the palate though. Shit. That's kind of disappointing. It smelled good, but the palate kind of fell a little flat there. Better on the second sip, but that was not doing it for me. It's good. It's a solid blend. Kind of easy going, easy sipping, but I don't know. There's like a layer of flavor that it's missing a little bit. Hey, time for a dram. What's going on? Two Wheels Down's in the house. What's going on, Swami? Yeah, the next one looks dark. So we're going to see what the hell this thing is. Let's spin this one around. Oh, man, it smells dark. Ooh. I'm getting some... I wonder if that's the... I'm not going to try to guess. I'm wondering if that's the Joseph Magnus blend with that sherry influence, because I think I'm getting some old sherry and like raisin in here. So you're saying Ugadal and Corey mix is where... Yeah, absolutely. Because Korvyekin has a lot of that. It's very spice driven, and it's like a smoke monster. The Ugadal is a little bit easier around the edges, a little bit softer around the edges, but it's got a lot of that fruit characteristic. You blend them together, kind of get the best of both worlds. I like to go a little bit, kind of like the 1915, like for me. I like to go a little heavier on the 1920. So like 60 to 70% 1920, 30 to 40% 1910. So for me, I like to go a little higher on the Korvyekin, and then I add the Ugadal. It gives a little bit of like that rounded off edge and like balance to it. Gives a little bit of like a fruity characteristic, so you don't lose the spice and like the punch in the face that Korvyekin gives you. So all right, let's give this one a try. This one smells wonderful. Let's see. Oh man, that's good. That's really good. It's super creamy. It's fruity. I'm getting like figs and raisins on it. Where's ADHD whiskey? Blueberries. Shit, that's good. That's really good. That might be my leader in the clubhouse tonight so far. I don't know. There's two over there that are really good too. But this one is standing out right now. All right. Clear my palate a little bit here. When you go more than 50-50 blend in 1915, are you doing more than 2 ounces? No, basically what I do is uh, I'll do full 2 ounces of 1920, and then I'll add in, maybe an ounce of the 1910. And then usually that's a pretty decent ratio for me because it kind of gives it gives the exact type of flavor profile I'm looking for. If you're looking to keep it 2 ounces, just total, then I would probably go like an ounce and a half of 1920 and a half ounce of the 1910. Master and Drum, I did a Springbank 10 with Old Farts in 1920, Oaky and Sweet. Oh, what? That sounds interesting. I might try that. There's some really good blends you guys are throwing out here. Have you had the Barrel Gray Label 24 year? Is that this one? No, this is their 15 year. This is their latest 15-year Gray Label that they released. It's only 100.4 proof, but this thing is like, so this has Tennessee, Indiana, and Kentucky in it. But man, it tastes like Tennessee, if I remember. Oh my god, I could smell it coming out of here. This is all fucking Flintstone vitamin, if there was one. Oh Jesus. It has such intense Dickel minerality on this. I just literally took the cap off and I smelled it immediately. It's like Dickel extract. I know that sounds terrible, but that's what that tastes like. It's like George Dickel extract. Holy crap. It's super viscous and rich, but it's all, I know there's Kentucky and Indiana in there, but the Dickel just completely overtook that blend. That's all Dickel. So, oh my God. I'm going to need some water after that. Jesus Lord. I just felt like I just swallowed a whole bottle of vitamins. So will Tennessee ever be JD in a barrel or always be Dickel? That's a good question. As far as I know, Jack Daniels, people have sourced from them, but I could be completely wrong. Usually it's pretty few and far between. When you see that ultra age stuff, usually it's Tennessee, it's Dickel, because remember, Jack Daniels, what we learned when Lexi and Chris Fletcher was on, remember, Jack Daniels is one of the top selling whiskeys in the world. Jack Daniel, old number 7, almost said 9, but old number 7, that thing is an absolute beast of a product. And for Jack Daniels to continually make that and to supply it to the entire world, because it's like their number one seller, I don't think they have a lot of room to do sourcing. There's just not a lot of, they're not going to sell barrels off to people because they have to produce whiskey that can supply the entire earth of Jack Daniels because it's so popular. And they work really hard to keep it consistent and to keep that profile that everyone knows and loves. I just don't see them being able to source as much as Dickel does. I think Dickel Tennessee whiskey, whenever you see Tennessee, it's more than likely it's going to be George Dickel. Great idea for a live stream. I think one of your orange bombs could be the Eagle House. I get tons of zesty citrus on that one. Okay. All right. The Eagle House might be. I have no idea what these blends could be. I just know what my favorites are so far. So, Robotic says, you ever stand in your toilet and smell your pee after taking too many vitamins early day? This has forever ruined Dickel for me. It's too in common. Oh, man. Yabba dabba don't. Yeah, that one I wouldn't probably go after. The seagrass, though, hell yeah. Oh, man. The last one here, number 9. Oh, geez. This has a nice nose. This is floral, fruity, balanced. Definitely got kind of like a dusty corn thing going on. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, that's got some punch to it, man. I wonder if that's the old Grand Cock. If you guys haven't seen, I'm wearing my Fighting Cock shirt, my Fighting Cock hat tonight, just to you know, be in the spirit of all the bird whiskeys that are in the blinds tonight. Seagrass and Dovetail would be a wild rye. No, that's true. Yeah, that's a lot going on, man. Jesus. I was asking about 24-year gray label, though. Yeah, I know. I haven't had that one, honestly. I don't even think I've ever seen that one, buddy. But nope, can't say I've had that one yet. Blanton's plus potato vodka, taters, precious. Yeah, I've never had a bad barrel. Well, yeah, I mean, for sure. I think that's the beauty of what barrel does. Terrence McDermott recently did a blend of Midwest Pumpernickel Rye, one of my favorite ryes, especially out of Columbus, Ohio, right here in Columbus, Ohio, and Brown Brothers Rye. I actually liked it at 50-50 or 66, mid 34. Okay. Yeah, I love that Pumpernickel Rye, man, for sure. Thoughts on Dry Fly? I have never had Dry Fly before. I think I've seen bottles of it, but I know there's a couple of folks that have talked about Dry Fly a little bit, but it's not available where I am. I think the next time I travel, I'll definitely look for a couple of them and grab them so I can do a proper review on them. But I heard good stuff about it. Yes, I love it. That's why I was thinking, Jason, about it's so much better than the 15-year bourbon. Okay. Yeah, Stellum Black Brrryed. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that's got to be freaking good. I like the regular Stellum, the $50 Stellum bourbon and rye together, blended. I haven't blended the actually, no, I blended at the end of my video. It tasted good. The black and the black label rye and bourbon. That shit was good, the Brrryed. Sal, that may or may not be on the works. I can't say anything yet. Just saying. The Mash and Drum blend Blanton's and Basil Hayden's. Call it the herb mashed tater. Does my blend even compare to these? I'm curious. I mean, your blend, it's good, but it drinks way too easy. These seem to have more punch. I think one or two of these could probably kind of be in the line with this, but yeah, this blend drinks a little bit easy. I'm gonna try my blend real quick. This one that I kind of whipped together. So this, I call it a toast and jam. This is my attempt to make Basil Hayden toast more interesting. So I blended Basil Hayden toast. Right here, Basil Hayden toast. I still have a full bottle because I never really touched it since my review. And the Mash and Journey Backbone Sherry. So it's a toast and jam. So I'm gonna see how this is, because if this ends up being good, maybe I'll make a bottle of it, and I could actually do something with that Basil Hayden toast, because I'm sure as hell not drinking it. So I just did a 50-50 split of this one. I didn't try to work anything just quite yet. I just did a 50-50 split of it. And you can definitely get the sherry. The sherry definitely comes through. Not getting too much of the toast, but let's see what we get on the palate. Here we go. No, it's official. Basil Hayden toast kills any bourbon you put it with. Man, it's just so flat. Like, what the fuck? I thought it'd be way better than that. Oh, second sip was better. Oh, okay, weird. I got the little bit. I just had water, so I have to like give it a chance. All right, the second sip was better. So it is. It's fruity, and it's got a little bit of like I got a little bit of like that toasted marshmallow on the very end. It's actually not half bad on my third sip. It's pretty good. All right. I like that, actually. I'm trying to think, what's a good, like, readily available finished bourbon? I mean, do you guys consider Angel's Envy readily available? Does that sit on shelves by you, or does it go fast? Here in Ohio, it's never really on shelves. It comes in and it sells actually pretty fast, at least here in my area, in Columbus. Yeah, Angel's Envy, for whatever reason, sells really quickly. I don't know why, but it does. But what's is there like a readily available, like, finished bourbon that I'm trying to think of that's always on the shelf? Man, I mean, Legent, but Legent's terrible. No thanks. Angels is definitely readily available. Okay. Angels Envy sits in Kentucky. Oh yeah, the Woodinville port finish actually sits around too. That's a good call out. Definitely seen that one. Oh, I should try the Chattanooga port finish with the Basil Hayden toast. See what that does. It's on the shelves all over Columbus. Oh, really? Yeah. At least here, Adam, like by me, the stores here never have Angel's Envy. It's usually gone. I don't know who's buying that shit. Store picks on the shelf here. Yeah, I have one store pick of Angel's Envy. Should see if that works out well with it. Oh yeah, the Bowman port finish. That's a good call out. Angel's Envy sells out, but it's always restocked soon enough. Oh yeah, that's true. Magnus is actually pretty readily available. That's true. Magnus is probably the most of it, and Magnus actually we have a blend in here. The Joseph Roses is in this in this taste off here. Oh yeah, the Rabbit Hole. The Rabbit Hole is usually the Sherry Cask, the Derringer. That's usually hanging out. Thomas J. Moore. I only saw that bottle once, and I did not want to pull the trigger for $90 for that bottle. Yeah, Thomas Moore sits around. Totally sits around. BH Toast and Coy Hill compensate that water. I'm not, that Basil Hayden toast is not touching my Coy Hill, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, the Old Elk finishes, yeah, they're out there. Yep. All right. Let's whip through these again real quick here. We'll start finding out what these are. That's really good. This is another like balanced one. So when it comes to which one I like the best here, man, this one is up there. Whatever this number 8 is, this is the Crazy Fruity Fig. That one's pretty delicious. So I'm going to put that in the upper echelon here. And then when it came to the first round that we went through, man, I really like number 2. Yeah, number 2 is good. I'll keep that one there. I like number 3. Number 3 was like the creme brulee in a glass. Oh, yeah, number 3 is delicious. This one was the smoky one. I think I like this one. Oh, man. It's got really chocolatey now, too, as it's been sitting. Oh, that's good. I think these are my top 4. Oh, but I forgot about the citrus bomb, man. This orange one, all these blends are great. Not all of them are great, but these might be my top 5 here. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I think these are my top 5. And then we'll come down to it. I'm not sure what we got going on here, but I'm going to kind of keep these bottom 4 to the side. But these 5 are really good blends. All right, so let's find out what the bottom 4 were and see which ones I wasn't too crazy about. So again, yeah, the Middle West was very herbaceous and earthy to me. So when I blend it with Brown Brothers, it added a little sweetness and smoke, which is great. That makes sense. Number 3 gonna win. Man, it was good. Brian Chu. I'm in Columbus. I'm in Columbus, bud. Got me back up. New Riff Malted Rye 6. The OG is getting drained this week. That Malted Rye, man. I still have it here. I love this bottle. Oh, dude. I'm telling you, New Riff. I give their bourbon some crap, but they know how to make good rye. This thing is so damn good. Really. I wish I had this a little bit later in the year. This probably would have ended up somewhere in my top ryes of the year. That was a really good bottle. Oh yeah, Davies County. Yeah, that's right. They have a French oak. They have a double oaked. Don't they have like a wine finish one too? What is the white wine? Like a Sauvignon Blanc or something like that. I forgot what their finishes were. Saw it peaking. All right. So these. All right. So in the bottom 4, the first one that's out is the hot corn. The hot corn goes. Oh my God. Yeah, I could see that being hot corn. So, oh my God, yeah. This one was the spicy nut. I call it the spicy nut. Let's see what that one is. That makes a lot of sense. That is the old Grand Cock. So the spicy nut, I'm going to write these down, is the old Grand Cock. Oh my God. This was the hot corn. That was the one. Oh, Jesus. Yep. Yeah, the spicy. Oh, Pinot Grigio. Thank you very much, Eric Thompson. All right, let's go to this one here. This one was like a solid blend. It just didn't like jump out. This is the Eagle House. So I forgot. Let me look. What was in the Eagle House? So Eagle House was Eagle Rare and Rittenhouse. It's a nice blend though. It didn't kind of go like too far. It was very balanced, very good blend. I might up the rye in that next time. It's like this is turning into all grape. I'm just getting like grape Big League Chew bubblegum on this now. That's nice. Like for me, so I went by this ratio, which was 75% Eagle Rare and 25% Rittenhouse. I might try to go 50-50. I might try to get some more rye in there to kind of dull down the Eagle Rare a little bit. I want a little bit more spice in that. I think maybe a little bit more of the rye might make that blend even better. Let's go to this one here. Yeah, this one was kind of easy. This is oh shit. This one is the Wild Turkey 202. So this was the one that I said was very balanced. It didn't really go too far one way or the other, but it was just a nice blend. It was just, there was nothing. I mean, that's a really nice, easy sipping Wild Turkey blend. Really good. I actually think I said this smelled like Wild Turkey. Yeah, this smells like Wild Turkey. It's the rye and the 101. It's got that turkey funk to it a little bit, but that's good. So that means in the top 5 here, what's left, we have the 1966, the Wild 46, the Rare Brrryed, which is the Brrryed Rare Breed blend, Joseph Rose's, and and also in there is the Woodford, the Jacked, as I call it, the Woodford double oaked, along with the Jack Daniel single barrel proof. So, all right, what are you guys sipping on here? Did someone say turkey? Rarebird 101. Rarebird 101. David Jennings, the legend, the man himself, is right here. Everyone, bow down to David Jennings. David, we are doing some really interesting blends with turkey. I'm sure David. So David actually has a really good blend for. He calls it the hackle. So if it's the the WB Saffel, which is an amazing blend from the Whiskey Barons collection, which is sourced wild turkey. What is it, like 10, 12, 14-year-old bourbon in that? All, sourced by turkey and then blended together by the amazing Eddie Russell. It's a great blend. I think he found the WB Hackle, he called it, to kind of blend his own version of it. But David, if you missed it, we have a few blends here. I don't know if you've tried them. So we have the Wild Turkey 202, which is 101 bourbon and 101 rye. And then this one, which is still in the mix tonight for my favorite blend, the Rare Brrryed, which is equal parts Rare Breed and Rare Breed Rye. We also have the Wild 46, which is Maker's 46, and Wild Turkey 101 blended together as well. So I think Wild Turkey was probably like the #1 whiskey I got like from people like to use in blends, which is pretty cool. So let's see here. Okay, yeah. He's saying hi to people. That Rare Breed. Oh yeah, Saffel is 6, 8, 10, and 12, but mostly 10. There you go. So those are the years in the Saffel. And I know he has that Hackle blend. I think it's actually on his blog if you guys look it up. All right, so let's see which is my favorite blend here. Halden Kirkwood is trying the Rare Brrryed on tap now. Dude, try it. Definitely give it a go. Man, this #2 is so good. God. This is a great blend, whatever this is. All right, let's go to #3 here. Oh my God, this is the smoky. This is that smoky sumbitch. I think this has got to be the Jack and Woodford. I mean, that barbecue smoky double oak note that I usually get is just all over this. And I think I got a little banana in there too. That's got to be the Jack and Woodford, I think. Oh, that's delicious. That is like banana bread and just like soaked in caramel sauce. Oh, that is good. Man. Upvote 1966. Pinch Hitter Whiskey Lounge. He's trying the Rare Breed right now himself. Okay. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of that Rare Brrryed. Oh, and this one's really good too. All right. I definitely like that one. I definitely like this one. This one I think kind of fell behind a little bit. Yeah, this is good, but I think that's falling behind. Let's go here. This one, I think, I would venture guess that the Magnus is in this one because I'm just getting a lot of sherry influence. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm getting some funky sherry, like raisin fig stuff going on in this one. Oh, that's good. That's really nice. And it's got like this lingering spice to it. Oh, that's good. All right, this first one here. Oh, this is kind of funky too. In a good way. Oh, God, that's awesome. This one's up there. All right, so I think I have And this one, yeah, I think these are my top 3. And then you have these, which are really good too. But wait a second, is this the? No, this is just a really good blend. Yeah. All right. So I think I have my top 3 set aside. So let's find out. So we have the bottom 4. And now we're into, so we had 9 here. So let's see what's in 4th and 5th. We have, this is the Wild 46. This is the Wild Turkey and Maker's 46 blend. Dude, this is really good. Oh, man. I guess that mix of like a wheater, I guess that kind of makes this a 4 grain, right? A little bit. You got the wheat, the rye, the barley, the corn. It's kind of like a makeshift 4 grain. But this this 19, the wild 46, let's bring this up again here. The Wild 46, which is 75% Maker's 46 and 25% Wild Turkey 101. That's nice. It's basically like a poor man's 4 grain. That's nice. It's a really nice, like easy sipping 4 grain. If you want to experience a 4 grain, I would like to see how that ends up after it sits in a glass for a little while, or in just like a, you know, something to blend with. So I blended these at 5 o'clock. So they sat for about 4 hours, Dustin. So, all right. Yeah, I got to try that with the cask strength and see what happens. So I'm going to probably do that tonight after the fact to see the Wild Turkey 101 with the 46 cask strength and see what happens. Okay. This one is the so this one I labeled. That one was the orange, this was the cinnamon orange bomb, and it totally makes sense because this is the rare Brrryed. So this one comes in, and this is 50-50. This is a 50-50 blend of rare breed and rare breed rye. And I think I want to try that blend again, but I want to go a little bit more rare breed than the rare breed rye. I think the rare breed rye, every time I taste rare breed rye, I just get creamsicle. I get orange creamsicle all day long. Orange creamsicle and cinnamon. And that it's kind of overtaking the blend a little bit. The rare breed, I feel like, is trying to like punch through the regular rare breed. But the rare breed rye had kind of overtook it. It got really orange and really kind of creamsicle. Oh, damn, that's delicious, though. Man, I would kill for Wild Turkey to come out with like a high age version of this. Oh my god. Like take like Cornerstone to cask strength and take like an ultra aged Wild Turkey bourbon at cask strength and blend them together. Oh my god. I mean, I know they have Forgiven, which is their Brrryed, but I'm talking about like high age stuff that they could blend together. They'd have an absolute hitter. Oh my god. I'm actually going to blend a full bottle of it. I'm going to do I'm going to do like 2 full bottles of rare breed and rare breed rye and blend them together. But I'm going to save a little rare breed rye on the side and do a little bit more rare breed and then see what that turns into. I'm going to fill my decanter with that probably this week and see what happens. So that means in what we have left here, guys, is next Master's Keep is likely a Brrryed. I hope so, rare breed. I think that would be Rare Bird 101. I think that'd be a really interesting way to go for Wild Turkey. Certainly more interesting than the Wild Turkey 1 fucking toasted stuff. I mean, if they took some of their aged stuff, they took some of their aged whiskey And man, did that Brrryed. I also like the idea. We were talking in the on Discord, and we were talking about doing since so in the chat, would you guys buy this? So Wild Turkey does American honey. So they do their honey, they do their honey liqueur. If they did a honey finished Wild Turkey, like how fast would you buy that? Like if you had a high aged Wild Turkey bourbon that was finished in a honey cask, like how fast are you running to buy that bottle? In the chat, I'll wait for your response in the chat. I'm just curious what that would be. I'm gonna say no before you finish this. What are some good Brrryes besides Lost Monarch? Trying to think of some other good Brrryes. I mean, Wild Turkey Forgiven is pretty good. I mean, you could do 4 grain. I mean, the Penelope barrel strengths are amazing. Absolutely. Immediate buy, Rare Bird. I would buy it. Chris Miranda with a thumbs down. He does not want any honey near his turkey. What price? Say it was a Master's Keep. Say it was like $170, $180 Master's Keep. Say it was let's just for the sake of argument, it's a blend of 9, 12. You know what? Let's say it's 10 and 12 year bourbons blended and then finish in a honey cask for a Master's Keep. $170. Would you guys buy that? Let's see. Willet Brrryed is pretty good. Oh yeah, that Willet Brrryed apparently was pretty good. Yep. But that's really hard to find for most people. Honey cask finish is a great opportunity for me to save my money, says Jason Coates. There you go. There's an honest take. Under 75, yes. The Master Drum, I would snap that right up. Bell Me, it's honey finish, sold me on that one. Get you some makers and mix it with OGD 114. Tim Evans says, yep. Try before I buy. Okay. Not a honey bourbon fan. Nah, pass. I would not pay an MK price for American honey finished Wild Turkey. Yeah, so what if it was a Russell's 13 price, say like $70? That could be something, which is kind of like that gimmicky like ballpark that I thought the Wild Turkey 1 should be in. Should have been in a $70 to $80 range. But just honestly, I really think the Master's Keeps should stay really high age, something different like the Oloroso Sherry Cask with a revival, or something like that. I don't like the gimmicks being part of the Master's Keep lineup, which is why I had a hard time with one in 2021. But yeah, cask strength 18-year turkey. I mean, yes. I mean, I think if you just gave someone anything with a high age statement that's cask strength from any one of the old time distilleries is gonna be an absolute hitter. I totally get it. Master's Beekeeper sounds like a buy. I just honestly, I really do think that I just don't want to see the Master's Keeps going along the trends rather than doing what they're supposed to do, which is really give us the highest quality, the more unique barrels selected by Eddie and Jimmy for Master's Keeps. I don't want it to go down a gimmicky path. That's my only want from Wild Turkey, especially for 2021. If the next Master's Keep is a Brrryed, I could do that. I like doing that kind of a blend, especially if they're using some higher age stuff. So let's get a non-chill filtered rare breed, please. I got one of those, Wildlife and Whiskey. It's right over here. This right here is the non-chill filtered rare breed. As you can see, let me after the 17-year, did any pour have a chance this year? Not really. So there it is, Wild Turkey, barrel proof, and there you read on the bottom gold label, non-chill filtered. This is a travel exclusive, unfortunately, and I did do a comparison, and I think Rare Bird 101 would agree with me. It's really not that much different than regular rare breed, unfortunately. You would think there would be a pretty big difference, but there really wasn't. It was a little bit disappointing, honestly. All right. Love meme bourbon to distilleries that need it. Wild Turkey Mousky 17, Bonbon's a gem. Yeah, I mean, it really is a gem. There's really nothing you could say about it. All right, so for my top blend so far, what I have left, I have looks like the Joseph Roses is in the mix. So is the 1966 is in the mix. Old Forester 1920, Maker's 46, and the Jacked, which is the Jack Daniels single barrel proof with Woodford Reserve double oaked. So, which one's going to come in first here? But that rare Brrryed with the Brrryed, I'm making a bottle of that. I'm going to fill my decanter with that later. Oh man, these are really good. These are great blends. This has to be the Woodford. I'm just saying, it's so barbecue smoke heavy. All I'm getting is like barbecue smoke out of that. And this is something that's happened to my nose and palate just in the past year. Whenever I taste something either toasted or double oaked, I get a very, very heavy charred smoke barbecue note. And that's not something that really happened in the past. I was getting more of the marshmallow graham cracker type thing. Now, whenever I smell something that's double oaked, it's all barbecue smoke for me. Oak char and smoke. I get it on the Master's Keep 1. Speaking of Master's Keep 1, totally. If you can't make a good cocktail with American honey, you can't make a good cocktail. It's a good point. I'm just going to tell you guys this. This might sound like a girly drink. Wild Turkey, American honey, and lemonade. Just mix that together. Just however much American honey you want to throw in that. Do American honey and lemonade in the summertime. Dude, you could drink that all day long. And then all of a sudden, by around 9 o'clock, you'll start feeling that shit. It's the greatest, sipping summer whiskey cocktail ever. Telling you. It's so good. All right. Rare, there's only one cocktail whiskey and one drop of water. All else is wrong. Oh, of course, Top Shelf Dustin would say that. Oh, that's good. And then this one. Shit. I really don't know which one I like more. These are all three of these are just hitter blends. I mean, can't go wrong with any three of these. This is good, but I feel like these other two have more complexity. Yeah, I might like that one better than that one. And this, I think I like a little bit better than that one. All right, I think I have my top three. Perfect. All right, let's get some water. What do we got saying? That's right, summertime. It's all about summertime. Adam Henson, bro. Lemonade and bourbon is so good. Dude, Jack Honey. Not Jack Honey, Wild Turkey, honey and lemonade together, or ginger ale. Either of those two combinations is an amazing summer drink. Drinking the rare two breed combo. Yeah, isn't that? It's really good, Michelle, right? Totally digging it. Hi, Jason. Coming in a bit late. Had to run out and get me your number one bourbon pick of 2021. Did you just run out and get that? How does that happen? Whiskey Juice. Dude. 1966. Ron Longworth is calling it. All right. Let's see what won out. So third place tonight. Second place. And first place. What? Okay. All right. This is interesting. Third place tonight in the blending taste off goes to 1966. 1966 gets third place. That is the Old Forester 1920 and Maker's 46. I would have never thought that Old Forester 1920 and Maker's 46 would go together like that. That shit is delicious. If you guys have that at home, make it immediately. 1920, Maker's 46. I might fill my other decanter with that because it's so fucking good. Damn. All right. So second place goes to Jacked. Second place goes to Jacked, which is half Woodford double oaked and half Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. So this is like a warm, like banana bread with like drenched in caramel sauce. It is so effing good. That's a great blend. That was actually given to me by one of my patrons. Who did that one? Let me see. David McAllister. He said that blend I posted is like banana muffin with chocolate chips with a bit of char on the bottom of it. I could see that. Totally see that. Yeah, it's delicious. Which means my favorite blend here was the Joseph Roses, which was the Joseph Magnus triple cask with the Four Roses single barrel select. Doesn't surprise me. You know what stood out about that blend is the creaminess of it, but also you get a lot of that sherry. You get the raisin, you get the like the fig, like the roasted fig notes in it. A lot of cinnamon. It's super viscous on the palate. Oh, that's delicious, guys. Joseph Magnus. Four Roses small batch select. Ridiculous. The Joseph Roses. Write it down. I'm gonna throw it up here right now. Again, write it down. There it is. Down. Second one from the bottom, just above Old Grand Cock. Joseph Roses. 50% each. Four Roses small batch select and Joseph Magnus triple cask. That thing is ridiculously good. But you know what? Honestly, that 1966, I could make this all day long. This is so good. God, man, such good blends. Triple cask is a normal one, pretty sure. Stuff gives the everyday person a fighting chance. Hey, Jason, have they trade my Rock Hill Farms to the Four Roses Limited? Dude, you won in that. Rock Hill Farms, one of the most overrated bullshit Buffalo Trace bottles on the market. My God, did you win in that trade? The guy that got the Rock Hill Farms, I thought, I got a Rock Hill Farms. That guy just went home. He lost hard. He lost. My goodness. Oh, he's reminding me, Malort and Tabasco. All right, I got you. What's the recipe for the Woodford and Jack? So it was 50. I did 50-50. Woodford Reserve double oaked and the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. All right, so let's get rid of this one here. Let me get a little bit of water to wash this out, and we're gonna do our Malort Dick Burns blend. Jesus Christ, I don't know what the hell I got myself into. Well, why not? It's entertainment, baby. All right, guys. So real quick before I make this terrible blend, 1966 at the top of the screen, 50-50 Old Forester 1920 and Maker's 46. I'm going to try that with the cask strength, as I mentioned, the Maker's 46 cask strength, and see how that one is. But that is an amazing blend. You guys should definitely try that one if you haven't already. The Rare Brrryed, 50% Rare Breed, 50% Rare Breed Rye. I would actually go a little bit more Rare Breed than the Rare Breed Rye, because I feel like the rare breed rye and that orange creamsicle note takes over a little bit. So I would actually bump up the amount of rare breed a little bit, maybe 75 to 25 on that blend. And the Joseph Roses, oh my God, 50%, 4 roses, small batch, select, and the Joseph Magnus triple cask. Just try them if you guys have not tried those yet. Those are incredible blends to kind of toy with. And remember, those ratios are not set in stone. That's the beauty of blends. You kind of work with them, see what works for you. But as far as a combination of flavors, those blends work really well together. So, all right, let's grab the Malort and the Dick Burns. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't believe I'm fucking doing this, but okay, here we go. All right, what do we got? Blue Note, Old Forester, Single Barrel Rye, and there's the Dickel. And now we're going to go to the Chapston's Malort. And here it is, all wrapped in beads, all pretty. All right. All right. Of course, I had to move an Old Forester single barrel proof rye, which is delicious, which I really want to drink right now. Remember, guys, Women of Whiskey is going on live right after me, so please go check them out. All right, so we're going to go, that's 2 ounces. This is the 1 ounce. So we're going to go 1 ounce of the Malort. Oh, dear God. Just, God, it looks like piss. It looks like friggin' piss. And the Dickel Tabasco blend. This is not going to be good. I'm scared. I'm scared of this blend. You know what we're going to do? We're just gonna hang out a little bit. We're going to let this marinate. Going to let this hopefully get better in the glass. Don't think it's gonna. I can already smell this shit from here. It's not even near my nose, and I can smell this shit. Oh my God. What the hell? I got myself into with this thing. Oh God. Oh my God. It smells like, oh my God. It smells like George Dickel's underpants. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my God. Actually, the Tabasco note is kind of taking over. I'm getting which I don't mind. I love Tabasco sauce. So I put Tabasco on pizza all the time. Not like the good pizza you get in New York, but like pizza here in fucking Ohio, that shit needs Tabasco. There's not really good pizza here in Ohio. I'm just saying. Actually, Harvest Pizza here in Ohio is actually pretty damn delicious. But most pizza in Ohio fucking needs Tabasco sauce. Let's see. Dumb question. Why are you going to do with all that poured whiskey? I'm actually going to blend this all together and see what it does. That's what I normally like to do with any whiskey that I have left over, is blend a little bit here and there. We all found out what like our favorite blend was, the top 3 good blends. So what I'll do is I'll probably take a little bit of each. I'll actually do it right now. And I'll let you know how this turns out. I'll let that sit a little bit before I sign off. Okay. 3 more. And then we'll see what happens with this. I mean, sometimes you never know with blends. It could be a disaster. It could be really good. But if this actually worked out, this could be a really nice, like, multiple whiskey blend of whiskeys that are all available, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to let that sit a little bit. It got nice and dark. Look at the color of that. It's a nice looking blend, right? Nice looking dark blend. Get all those whiskeys mixed in there. See what happens with it. Enjoying George Dickel's underpants. The Mash and Drum. Jason, I could smell that shit clear down here in Dayton. It's Ricky Bobby. Oh my god. That thing looks irradiated. I don't know what that means. Yes, real nice and dark. No, I wouldn't. Now drink and toss the Dickel Malort. All right, I'll get there. I'll get there. Let's try the blend first before I completely kill my palate here tonight. I know this hasn't had a lot of time to sit, so we don't really know. Blends can really change and transform over time. That's kind of the beauty of a good blend. Let's see how this works out. Honestly, that's actually a really nice blend. Yeah, it's sweet. I'm telling you that Woodford Double Oaked and the Jack Daniels gives it like this overlaying little hint of smoke to it. But man, you put the mellow corn in there, the Wild Turkey 101, the rare breed, man, it all works. It's a really nice blend. Yeah, I dig that one. I'm going to let this sit and see what happens. If this actually ends up or gets better, I might make a full-blown blend of all those bottles that I have. My God, that's actually really good. It's got this lingering spice, good complexity. There's nothing like killing the blend. Like, you could blend two things together and it could just like not work at all. It just gets really funky and gross. There's nothing of that in this. It's really nicely balanced. Really nice color too. I really like that blend. Now I'm wondering if I take all the bourbons that I took in here and the ryes and blended them individually, if I would get the same reaction that I got in that glass. Remember, these two whiskey blends have been sitting here since 5 p.m., kind of mingling together. Would it do the same thing, or would it need to mingle together separately before I blended it? So, there's a lot of science and complexity that kind of goes into what happens in the reactions between two different whiskeys. I know I'm getting a little like, Bill Nye the Science Guy here, but I'm just saying there's a lot of, of that happens when you're blending whiskeys together. It's just kind of a natural occurrence. All right. It's 10:58. I got 2 minutes left before we head over to Women of Whiskeys, before they do their live stream. But, I do want to thank all you guys for hanging out tonight and trying some of these blends with me. I hope you guys got some great ideas and found some great blends to do at home. I'm telling you, the ones that we listed, they're listed in the description of the video. Definitely give them a try. I'll add the Jack Daniel's single barrel barrel proof along with the Woodford Double Oak to the list. Definitely do that one too. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't watched my top 10 bourbons of the year video, please do that. It was a really fun video to make. Look soon for my top available bourbon video coming in the next couple of weeks. You'll definitely see some Wild Turkey on that. And also tune in tomorrow night for our Mash and Journey ASW Duality Double Malt Single Barrel Proof Pick. It's going to be freaking epic. I cannot wait to taste this stuff. All right. Malort and Dickel Tabasco. Thank you so much, Dick Burns, DC. Love you, man. Not really. Let's give this a go. I don't want to. Oh, my God. It smells terrible. All right, here we go. Oh, my God. It's so bad. You know what it is? Like, I could take the Dickel Tabasco to a certain point because I love Tabasco. You add the Malort to it. Picture a grapefruit. You take a grapefruit and you pour Tabasco on that, and then you just eat it. But the grapefruit went bad. Like the grapefruit was like starting to go rotten, and then you poured Tabasco on it to try to save it, and it just didn't work. I'm gonna take another sip. Nope. If I'm being honest, I rather drink the George Dickel Tabasco by itself than with the Malort. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the amazing blend that I just made. I'm gonna put this to the side. All right. Well, guys, what can I say? Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This was a lot of fun. Hope you got some good ideas for some great blends. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. Tune in next week when I taste a really spicy hot potato chip and almost kill myself live. So cheers, and I'll see you next week right here on the Mash and Drum. Go to Women of Whiskeys on YouTube next, following me. Cheers. Love all you guys. I appreciate all the support. Take care, everybody.